Welcome to Two Rams React to a Film Ramrin made 10 years ago. Wait, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Today we're going to be watching Scar-Wrapped. Wait, I should probably have him. Today we will be watching Scar-Wrapped.
You really nailed like skeletal voice, you know.
Well, skeletons are actually very close to my heart because I've actually always had one inside me.
Let's get the Halloween lights going.
Everyone knows what it's like to have a skeleton inside them, but no one knows what it's like to be inside a skeleton.
You can't just say something like that.
Hello and welcome back to the series where I sit down with my friend Joel and we watch some of our old films that we made. Back in the day, we used to bust out the Playmobil figures and make our own films, our own grand visions. And today we'll be watching an attempt at a horror film that I made when I was 12. It's called Scar-Wrapped, and it's about an investigator who goes to a haunted town to find a rare and expensive gem and ends up battling a demon. But me and Joel will be battling our inner demons to watch this film. And the wondrous Joel also edited the our reaction, reaction footage, you could say. So a big thank you to him. Thank him in the comments. Thank him by mail. Turn up to his house and thank him in person. And sit back and enjoy our reaction.
So we should mention it is November 4th as we film this, and I imagine probably like February by the time this is uploaded.
Yeah.
But it is spooky month. It's just
I mean, it's
Halloween.
a spooky film. You know, no matter the time of year, this is a scary film that we're going to watch
We're
today.
watching essentially the only like horror film either of us ever made. And
Yeah.
since we've got all the Halloween decorations, we thought it's the spooky
It's the
episode.
right time. It's the right time
It's
to
the
make a
spooky episode.
episode. Anyway, today we're going to watch a film I made a few years ago. I'm not sure exactly how long ago, but it's been some time. And you were saying before, like, there's some films that we have rewatched in the last few years since making them,
Yeah, like
but we have not seen this film.
when we were watching Nuclear, you know, I had a bit of an idea of what the plot was. And when we're watching Geo, obviously, I'm the mastermind behind that one, so I remember the fair bit of that.
And we have, like, watched Geo before.
But with Scar-Wrapped, I was just completely... Well, I'm talking in the past tense already. I've not watched it yet. With Scar-Wrapped, I am just completely like...
Donnie Darko, you've come back in time.
I've got no idea what to expect. I remember one particular scene, which we'll get to, I guess, involving a child and something he says that was very topical of the...
Kill you!
Oh my god, young man, kill yourself!
Did you make it during October in like...
I must have done, right?
Was it 2016, I think?
I don't have the date for it, like...
See, we don't care about
right,
it.
I'll be able to, like, find out and message you the date, but I don't know it now.
Yeah. Like, neither of us care about this film. We don't even know when it was made. Also, one thing I want to say is, from rewatching the Nuclear video, and especially the Geo video, I realised I do a lot of, like, weird fidgeting and, like, messing my hair and stuff, so, like, I'm going to try and avoid that today, but I'm going to be serious, normal man. We're just normal men.
We're just innocent men.
Was Scar-Wrapped the name of the town they'll live in?
Yeah,
Or
but
the
you'll
town
see.
he goes to?
You'll see.
Wasn't he an I want to, like, wrap my mind one more time. What
You'll
can I
pick it
remember?
up when you watch the film. You won't.
It's some investigator who goes to investigate Scar-Wrapped.
Yeah.
It's like the Wicker Man. He goes to investigate
It is
the
in some
Summer
ways,
Isle.
yeah. And
He
it's
goes
like
to find Rowan Morrison.
So, the film begins with us meeting our protagonist, a man called Percy, who's an investigator. His boss sends him to a remote town called Scar-Wrapped to collect a mysterious blue gem that's reportedly worth millions. His boss warns him that this will be a very difficult and dangerous mission, and that the town is apparently haunted. But Percy isn't worried. He doesn't believe in ghosts, and he thinks he's been on much more dangerous journeys before.
Are we getting a little title graphic?
We are.
20.
Well, there you go.
2016.
There you go.
CF film. You put a bit of effort into this. CF film CX horror movie.
16.
We're not old enough. Oh god. Oh, close your eyes. Cover your holes.
You can't just say something like that.
Do you remember how old you were when you made this? How old were you in 2016?
12.
You made a film you can't watch.
Morning, boss. Got a location for me today.
It's called Summer Isle. It's a little town in Wales, or wherever it was.
He's literally like the Wicker Man. I mean, can we keep all the Wicker Man jokes in?
Yeah, people know about Wicker Man.
No, they don't.
You do. It's a cult film. It's an iconic.
It's about a cult.
It takes more than a few Wicker Men to scare me.
Just
If people don't know about the 70s film, they'll know about the Nicolas Cage remake, or the Alton Towers ride,
fine.
or the, I don't know, graphic novel.
Scar.
I just get a pain in my spine whenever
I
I
just
say
get angina whenever I say Scar.
We're not doing more angina jokes.
Well, we're not doing more Wicker Man jokes. Can we have a deal?
Fine, but at least Wicker Man is new. It's new
No,
joke.
it's from the 70s, bitch. Good sound effects.
Yeah. Obviously, all the sound effects back in these days were done, like, not in editing, they were added as it was filmed, like, live, so you have to have your little app with all the sound effects, hundreds of buttons and sounds. Millions of buttons and sound. Trillions of buttons. Infinite buttons.
Every button and sound.
One button and sound.
Many buttons, no sounds.
We can't... This is like a look into our humour. We just repeat variations upon a certain phrase until we find one that makes us laugh.
So, Percy embarks on his long journey to Scarrapt, when, out of nowhere, he crashes into a bin that was just sitting in the middle of the motorway, causing his van to have a petrol spill. After pushing the van to a repair shop, a mechanic's able to fix it, but for some reason, he doesn't believe Percy's story about a bin being in the middle of the road. What's even weirder is that whilst he's there, strange things begin happening. Apparently, the mechanic didn't see him coming due to a thick fog, but Percy hadn't driven through any fog. At one point, a fire extinguisher seemingly falls out of nowhere and hits Percy in the back, and when he tells him that he's going to Scarrapt, the mechanic immediately knows that Percy's an investigator, because he tells him that no one visits Scarrapt. So are you following the film so far?
His car's broken down because he crashed into a bin.
Yeah.
He seems to be a nice guy, but I think you've gone crazy. The bin's out in the middle of the motorway. I swear one hit my car.
Why is he like refusing to believe a bin could be in the motorway?
Why would a bin be in the motorway?
Why would he lie?
Have you
about...
ever seen a bin in the middle of the motorway?
Yeah, I've been to the motorway.
See you come down the motorway. I
Yeah, it's
swear
rubbish,
one
isn't
hit
it?
the- Why did you hit me? It came out of nowhere, it just hit me in the back.
So why did... Is that just a coincidence? Is that just a random act? Or is that meant to be like a poltergeist that just hit him?
You'll see.
But he's not in Scarrapt yet.
He's not going to Scarrapt though.
So just go into Scarrapt. Your spooky things start piling on.
Yeah.
Just go
You
into...
shouldn't go to Scarrapt.
Is it about the proximity you are to Scarrapt? Like how far you
No, it's
are?
about the act of going to Scarrapt.
Yeah, so even if you're in Antarctica, if you start making your way to Scarrapt, in Antarctica, weird things will happen.
Yeah.
That's actually a cool concept.
Thanks. I wasn't expecting a compliment.
It's more like a concept we've added on in retrospect.
No, this was the concept.
So any act of going to Scarrapt can make weird things happen.
Yes.
So
To deter anyone from going to Scarrapt.
so if you're on the International Space Station, if you're Tim Peake up in the ISS,
Yeah.
and you think, I'm gonna go to Scarrapt.
Yeah. Spaceship will crash.
The spaceship will get haunted. If there was a poltergeist on the ISS, you wouldn't notice because things float around anyway. Things are always floating
Well, maybe
around.
that's why they float. There's so many poltergeists.
When the
Oh.
oil was built, it formed the words, get out.
Get out.
Carry on.
I'm watching Get Out.
Hey, you're watching Scarrapt. Percy finally arrives in Scarrapt that night, and after a day of strange, unexplained things happening, he's beginning to believe the town could be haunted. The town's secluded, and it has no technology or even electricity, and the people are so isolated there that they've developed their own accent. Percy tries to talk to the locals, but everyone there refuses to speak to him, except for one man who hints that others like him have been here before, but he refuses to say what happened to them.
Didn't you say you were actually a bit scared while filming this?
Yeah, because, like... Okay, for context, I was a child.
Yeah, I like the atmosphere building you're doing. Like you're wary of the newcomer to the town.
Yeah.
Literally like Wicker Man. But I'm not allowed to talk about that apparently.
Get away from us, mates.
Nicest British people. He's tired. He needs to go to sleep. He's like me. Yesterday I just didn't sleep. You know?
So the point is that, like, nobody will bring them food because no one will come to Scarrapt to deliver food.
Just let them fend for themselves.
They don't get any Just Eat because no one will come to Scarrapt.
I bet they get Deliveroo though.
No, because they won't come to Scarrapt because bad things will happen. The pizza will, like, spell out the word "get out." Ignore that. Ignore that sound.
The,
Ignore that
the
sound.
notifications
No,
on the
ignore
phone.
that sound.
They do have mobile phones.
No, it was an accident.
It happened.
At midnight, a bell sounds, and everyone starts running into their homes and hiding. Percy can't find anywhere to hide, and eventually he's the last person alone on the street. But a man takes pity on him and allows him to shelter in his home. A storm comes, but strange sounds can be heard, like scraping on the doors of the houses. Everyone's running into their houses and hiding.
What time is it meant to be, by the way?
I think midnight?
Back when midnight was considered like a scary time, and not the time you play Minecraft.
It's a scary time to be in Scarab, though.
Every time's a scary time to be in Scarab, or on the way to Scarab.
Or thinking about going to Scarab.
So Scarab is sort of like a cognito hazard. The idea of
In a
thinking
way,
about
yeah.
Scarabs. I love cognito hazards. Although I am now thinking about something that's scaring me, like the tongue thing. Like your tongue's always like on the roof of your mouth. And like, yeah, I'm not thinking about him. Oh, the breathing one. Oh my god.
Look, he's the only one on the street now.
Is his name Charles? Charlie?
Percy.
Peter?
Percy.
Cycle through all the names we use. Jack, John.
Camo, Callum.
Are you like pressing the wrong sound effects or something?
Okay, that's the right sound effect.
Yeah, not the Halloween music. What?
Yeah, we are haunted. We're haunted.
we thinking about Scarab, so bad things happening. With the skeleton
Oh
fell
my
over
God.
before. Do you remember the skeleton?
Yeah.
If you're watching this in the cinemas, it's a bit dead.
I think it just sounds louder. What the fuck? There's always a jump scare.
The bat was in direct highlight of the film. He didn't want to watch the film, so he fell down.
The bat thought about going to Scarab.
The bat got out.
When the storm has passed, one of the villagers, a man called Terry, is found dead on the street, and his house has been almost perfectly upturned onto its back. Everyone refuses to tell Percy what's happened.
I'm a grown man, 24. Dad ain't fully grown yet, dude.
I'm 26.
He's 24 and a half.
Oh, the skeleton's like, there's a reaction box. Move out the way. There we go, you can see the skeleton. Let's bring him.
What's going on?
You're working the edit.
Next.
That's a horror film, you're next.
Tell the Undertaker.
That's a wrestler?
That was pretty cool camera movement.
Yeah.
Like, perfect.
They're like, Scarab. Scarab.
I was like,
Scarab. 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 It's like juggling them.
I started doing magic tricks. I'm like,
Scarab. You're like, Scarab.
Wait till see the dark store.
the next day, Percy finds the one man who spoke to him the night before and demands to know what happened. And since he'd survived the night, the man agreed to tell him the truth about Scarrapt. The man told him that they were haunted by a demon that once a week would wreak havoc on the town. The story began in the 1800s, when Scarrapt was actually a very popular and respected town. Every week, a messenger would come and tell them stories about a hero and warrior called Jaski Mablaster, who used to defeat great evils and perform impressive feats. Everyone in the town admired Jaski Mablaster and worshipped him, but sadly, over time, his stories became rarer and less impressive as he grew older. One night, a tired old man visited the town, claiming that he was Jaski. No one believed that this could be the great hero that they looked up to, so they laughed at him and kicked him out of the town. Ever since then, they had been haunted by his ghost. From then on, every week a storm would come and destroy one of the houses, usually killing someone in the wreckage. If anyone wasn't in a home, they would die in a much more gruesome way. The man tells Percy that there have been 11 investigators before him, all of them looking for the mysterious blue gem, and that all but one of them had tried to face up to Jaski and died a painful death. The only one that didn't was him.
Jaski Blaster.
What?
Every single week.
He said it.
Like Jaski
What?
Jaski Mablaster. Basically, he's like this warrior who goes around performing feats.
Every day, Jaski Blaster would have completed some.
Why? He's got to say the whole. He's got to say the full name every time. You can't
It's a
just
mark
say
of
the first name.
respect.
Less frequent. It's breathtaking. More late.
You channel all the time.
Right? That's rude.
And retired.
I'm not retiring.
You're retired.
I'm not retiring.
Months passed, and the Cajole channel was desolate.
Every single week at 9:30.
We pray that Jesky Mablaska.
What are you usually doing at 9:30 on a Tuesday night?
Watching Doctor Who, probably. Working through my classic Doctor Who DVD collection. Working through these babies. I've been buying the classic Doctor Who CDs, but you know what they just did like 2 days ago? They released all of Classic Doctor Who onto BBC iPlayer, so now it's like I bought these and I don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm still gonna buy all of them.
Well, if you're getting the most heavy lore of the film, then show us your Doctor Who DVDs. I think you explain
Time does it kill someone,
Not every time.
but often.
it. Often. That's not scary. Often.
It's still scary.
Every alternate Tuesday.
Seriously, if they're losing someone once a week,
I'm gonna pause it.
stop pausing the footage.
No, because we're like missing parts.
I'm listening.
You're not. You've got no idea what's going on.
I've got the
in this
Doctor
film.
Who theme playing in my head like 24/7, cloud and everything. It's really hard to concentrate.
Anytime somebody like tries to put a stop to Jasky, they die a very gruesome death.
Oi! Repeat that sentence and say it properly.
Well, they're not say right.
You didn't mention a certain someone's second name.
What?
You just said Jesky.
My bad.
How dare you omit the god's name? This is no laughing matter.
You're a Jasky worshipper.
You dick god.
So anytime somebody stands up to the great man up in heaven, they die a very painful and gruesome death.
Is it like a different death each time?
Yeah, and everyone in the
Damn.
town has to like see the gruesome like dismembered corpse.
Yeah.
And if anyone's not in a house, then they die as well. So they have to hide in a house.
So like if you stay outside, you'll die unconditionally.
Yeah,
You'll
every time
always
you'll die.
And then your corpse will be spelled into the words like "get out." If you stay outdoors and don't go in a house, you get sent to the sunken place. To the Jesky place.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it's okay for you to only say part of the name?
You get
I
sent
think
to
you're above the law, do you? It's just because this bit's where all the law gets
Yeah,
dropped.
it's
After
law
that, we can
sensitive.
talk over it.
What, do you want this to be like an XQC Sniper Wolf reaction where we don't say
No,
anything?
no. That's
We leave to get a drink and leave it playing.
I mean, I did turn up at your house, so kind of some similarities. Diamond.
Discover what it's like to have your heart outside the body.
You'll find out what it's like to have your heart spelling some words. Get out.
You'll not find out what it's like to have your veins spell out a word or a specific phrase.
How many chose option 3 and died? 10 out of 11.
10 out of 11.
Why is he just spitting statistics and stuff to this guy?
He wants to know, like,
How probable you are in dying.
what the other people did.
To this day.
What other people?
Oh my god.
Don't pause it again. We don't need like a frame by frame analysis of Scara.
It's not frame by frame, it's literally the whole point.
And I'm gonna get that gem. And I'm not gonna
Oh yeah, the gem.
Yeah,
And you're not gonna win
You're a
that
gem.
sense.
Thanks, man.
you're welcome.
If you were kidnapped in Summerisle, I would fly there in my little private jet and I'd find you.
Thank you. And the same, if you were kidnapped in Summerisle, I would go to your grave and I would dig it up.
Thank you. Would you die in a wicker man for me?
No, that's a big ask.
Percy decides to try and find the gem anyway, and so he goes to an address he's been given by his boss. He goes inside an old abandoned house, but he finds on the inside that it's very plain, and there's no clues anywhere.
Oh, wait, you're telling me we're missing crucial details.
Nah, this bit ain't crucial.
19 Rock Hard Road.
19 Rock Hard Road.
Felt smaller on the outside.
Hey yo.
It's the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
Not customized.
It's not customized. It's not a video game, dude.
It's not like that. Your little like home you can like design on what's it called, Sumdog.
Some dog.
Remember that?
That is a deep reference.
Right, you think you can get away without saying Jasky Mablaska's full name? Go ahead. If you think you're so cocky, say his name. Say my name.
Jasky Mablaska. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, but say like don't say his full name.
I thought you wanted me to say
No,
his full
no,
name.
I'm testing you. Go on. See if you think you're so hard. If rock
If
hard.
I'm rock hard.
Go on. Say his
I
name.
don't want to say I'm
No,
rock
don't.
hard. It's Jasky.
Look at the consequences of you not saying his name properly. Now for the rest of the commentary, we've got this ominous spider watching us, and he'll gobble us down if we don't say it right.
After some more investigating, Percy finds an old shelf that has a hidden button on it, which causes a bloodstained dagger to shoot out of the wall. Then, a while later, there's a knock on the door, and an old man comes inside. He asks questions about Percy and what he's doing and what he's looking for, before revealing that he's Jasky McBlaster. He starts fighting Percy, as well as shapeshifting into different forms. There's a long fight sequence where for a while Percy's been beaten badly, until he starts fighting back, and he realises that Jasky is not as invincible as he seems, and he starts winning the fight, leading to Jasky eventually retreating.
Jasky's weapon of choice.
He didn't say the full name.
When you're closer to bloodstains,
Oh, it's a spider move.
clearly,
We good. It's only if we say it.
It's only if we say what?
We don't say the full.
We don't say.
But we can't. Don't. Jasky Mablaska. If we only say part of that name, that's
I'll start another
consequences.
investigation.
Okay. I don't know if it's too late to say this, but it's McBlaster, not
Yeah.
Blasker.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
I just kind of went with it. Because it's better, honestly.
McBlasker.
Blaster.
McBlaster.
Blast.
Jasky Mablaska. I said the full name. I said it's fine. It's fine.
I did.
It's fine. No, he's fine with us.
I was
Okay?
just explaining.
No, well, strike one was him manifesting there in the first place.
Right.
Strike two is gobbled.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's agreeing with that. Scarab. Yeah. Yeah, that's the film.
Yeah, that is where I am. Imagine like the Tom Scott video. I am in Scar-Wrapped.
I am in Summer Isle looking for. Looking for Rowan Morris.
I am inside a burning wicker man. About to be sacrificed for the harvest.
You've unlocked a new. I didn't know Laugh like this. You've unlocked a new Laugh variation.
I am in the sunken place. They are inhabiting my body as we speak.
I am in Tony Darko's bedroom, and a jet engine is about to go.
I am in a rabbit costume, about to appear in a teenage boy's hallucination.
Guess who I am?
Anyway.
I'm Jasky McBlaster.
he's really pulled a don't you know who I am? You'll laugh when I said this.
He's in shock.
He's gone in China.
Stop it.
How's this going to go?
The easy way.
Or the rock hard way.
You know the voice, the AI voice you used for Jasky Blaster? That's the same AI voice you used for the evil computer in Geo. Do you remember?
Yeah.
See, we were on top of the game. We were using AI technology back in 2016.
I wrote this film with ChatGPT.
Get to your side.
Get out.
Get out.
Punch the Geo.
Stop making this the Geo reaction. Punch the Geo. Stop making this.
I'm trying to relive the glory days.
You can get closer. There's a fine line between perfectness and
I'm
wrongness.
literally where you pushed me.
I can turn myself into a younger version if me.
If me.
I can be that weird guy.
Is that comedy?
Or the now dead Terry.
Too soon, man.
Too soon.
Richard Smith.
Rowan Morrison. Donnie Darko.
Lord Summer Isle. What was the officer called in
Sergeant Howie.
yeah. I can be the now dead Sergeant Howie.
What was this song?
It's Green Light by Lord.
I'll tell you what, maybe you do this. I'll tell you what you should do that'd be cool. Jasky Mablaster shapeshifts into Percy. So it's like he's fighting himself. And it's like it's like a more psychological thing.
That would be cool.
He has to fight himself, you know.
Yeah.
Put it down.
But really, he is fighting himself.
Huh?
He's fighting himself.
What do you mean?
It's like, internalize. Never mind.
In utero.
Bleach.
There we go. I'll tell you what song they should have had playing in the background instead of this. No, the new
He won.
The new Beatles song.
Beatles song.
The new one.
Yeah.
It came out yesterday. Now and Then.
Yeah.
They should have had that playing.
Maybe.
It's like now and then they fight each other.
But they didn't fight then.
So, is that Jasky Blaster?
He shapeshifted into ball.
What does I shapeshift into 3 balls? Shapeshifts into the Wicker Man and puts Percy in him.
He shapeshifts into a bit of an aeroplane and falls through down its roof.
Is this like the midpoint of the film, or is this like the ending?
God knows.
It can't be the ending, right? It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
been long enough.
I don't even know. Well, there was a long bit that got cut out of the film. I lost passion for this film like halfway through, and I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed like doing the spooky aesthetic, but I didn't really want to do like a full film.
Mhm.
So there was kind of a long part of him like finding the gem that got cut out.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to follow.
Having seen now how powerful Jasky is, and knowing that he'll want to come back stronger, Percy decides to leave Scarrapt while he still can. The townspeople are really upset to see him go, because he put up the best fight against Jasky that any of them have ever seen. But Percy goes back home. He confronts his boss for sending him somewhere where the last 11 people to go there died, and the boss admits that he knew the full danger of Scarrapt. He goes home to his wife and infant son, only to find that they've both been possessed by Jasky Blaster. So, in order to escape, he has to jump out of a second-story window.
It's a new Beatles song.
Is this Nirvana?
Yeah, the 4th Nirvana guy who plays the piano. What's his name?
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl, yeah.
It was just too late, son.
Why is this like a sad thing?
Because he's leaving the fucking town.
We didn't know them for long.
No, basically, they're all sad because he's leaving the town, and he's like been the best at fighting Jasky Blaster they've ever seen. Like he stood up to Jasky better than anyone ever has. He's like the first ever guy that stood there and posed
Huh? Yeah. You haven't answered my question. Is Percy gonna die while attempting to leave Scarrapt? Because he didn't overcome Jasky Blaster.
Yeah.
Surely he'd die like this moment he steps foot out of the town. But he seemingly got on the train, he's fine.
It's not no, because he like. Fuck it.
10% more. This spitting statistics again. It's all about probability, how likely I is
Here
to
in
die.
Scarrapt we study maths.
I'm gonna crack something.
Sorry, what?
Well, because the boss sent him to Scarrapt.
Yeah, I know, but like,
And the last 10 people he sent all horrifically died. So
I know. It's just
Percy's not happy.
a weird. I know. You're underestimating my intelligence. It's just. It's a weird thing to say.
I mean, I used to live in Scarrapt.
Oh, oh.
Casually drops that into conversation.
Yeah, well, I founded Scarrapt.
I was with the people that left it. Jasky and Blaster.
They said that was in the 1800s.
What?
There's bigger problems in this film than dates. Although,
No, but the statistics have to be
I know
right.
anything about
You
Scarrapt.
think because he grew up in Scarrapt, he'd get the number
You
right?
think you know. Percy left before he could like study probability properly.
I guess.
I mean, what other explanation could there be?
It wasn't because I hated you, it's because I wanted money.
Something Mr. Krabs would say to SpongeBob. SpongeBob, I didn't send you to the Chambuggy because I hated you. It was gonna have money.
I didn't send you to the Flying Dutchman because I hated you. SpongeBob, I used to live in Scarrapt.
Hey SpongeBob, you wanna go to Scarrapt?
Percy, no!
SpongeBob, no!
What have I done?
What have I done? SpongeBob's leaving the Krusty Krab. I'll blame him.
So he's gone home to his family, but they've been possessed by Jasky.
The demon.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm sure the spider's only on stage 2. And then stage 3 is the goblin part, so.
that's alright then. We're going more chance.
Percy now realises that wherever he goes, Jasky Blaster wants to kill him, so he goes back to Scarrapt to hatch a plan on how to defeat him. He also wonders about the story he was told about Jasky and how he became a demon in the first place, since he was just a regular old man before, and he wondered whether the blue gem could be how he got his powers. And so there's a deleted... This is not a deleted scene. I didn't make the scene. There was supposed to be a scene where Percy finds the blue gem and obtains ghostly powers, But I guess when I was 12, I couldn't be bothered to actually do the scene. So now Percy is an all-powerful being or something, and they devise a plan to stage a street party because Jasky hates fun, to bait him in, and then they will kill him.
Oh no, that's the kid.
SpongeBob, come back to the Krusty Krab.
Scar wasn't that good after all. I can't do the laugh. So it's that's not SpongeBob's laugh, that's SpongeBeb's laugh.
That's SpongeBag's laugh.
SpongeBag. Squidward.
SpongeBob, squat pants. Mr. Krabs, we don't have SpongeBob anymore, but look, it's SpongeBag.
I have a theory. The
A
way-
game theory.
Well, you're not allowed to. You shouldn't insult God.
Come on.
It's the Wicker Man.
It's most important that each new generation born on Summerhour be made aware that here the old gods aren't dead.
And what of the true God, to whose glory churches and monasteries have been built on these islands for generations past?
He's dead. He can't complain. He had his chance, and in modern parlance, blew it.
You shouldn't insult God. Stone, rock, rubble, gravel.
So this is part of Scar-Wrapped.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the film, but I mean, this is part of the
I
film.
didn't change films.
Yeah. Who is this Percy you speak of?
Me coming to the Halloween party. Who's this Percy you speak of? That's
What?
a terrible joke.
I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
What's the joke?
It's me coming in a costume pretending I don't. Never mind. in utero.
Bleach. Bleach.
All apologies.
Bleach, that's what I want to drink right now.
That's what I want to eat right now.
Just be me.
Woo!
Stop being odd. And get back in your corner. What, is this another Lord song? Or is it a song from The Lord? Who shouldn't
You
insult
shouldn't insult God. They're setting a trap.
for Jasky and Mablaster.
Yeah, they're throwing like a town party because like all these people like having fun, having a good time, will like provoke Jasky Moblaster.
He
to
doesn't
come and,
like fun.
Shut down the fun and like inflict torture on the town. So they're like intentionally having a good time to like lure him in,
They're having a good time so they can have a bad time, so they can have a good time.
so they can have good times.
They're having a good time to have a bad time to have good times.
Yeah. Oh no!
No, Cameron.
No!
Cameron, you know what you Cameron. No, kill yourself. We know it. No, please. We know. No, please. We can't not watch this film and not react to the one part I remember about the film.
That's not the part you remember.
Well, let me listen anyway.
That's not the part you remember. That's the part that made me like.
Stop trying to erase history. Stop trying to.
What is it that I'm feeling?
Ah!
That's called happiness, son.
It's never felt happiness.
Yeah, that's the joke.
You're feeling it now.
Because
You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling
the joke
happiness.
the joke is that no one in Scarps ever felt happy before.
SpongeBob.
So this
I'm happy.
Mr. Krabs, what is this feeling I've got?
Squidward, that's happiness.
It's literally like the episode where it's like, I just can't seem to get happy. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Squidward's Tiki House?
No, not that one.
What do they call it? Squidward's Tiki Casa House?
Squidward's.
I'm just Squid.
If I remember correctly, this is like a highlight reel of all the like memes of 2016.
Yeah.
Like MLG, Damson.
That was me.
That
No
guy.
way.
What was his name? What was that guy's name? I've not thought about him in years. Hoi hoi hoi.
Yeah.
What was his name?
It was Hoi Hoi Hoi.
His name was hoi hoi hoi.
Yeah. He never really had an official
So
name.
I've not thought about this in literally like 5 years or something. We had a character who cameoed in all Cameron's films.
It's like the Stan Lee of
Yeah,
films.
he's the director. It's like this comic relief character who just goes like hoi hoi hoi.
As expected, Jasky turns up to ruin the fun, along with the reanimated corpse of the guy who killed Terry, as well as Percy's possessed wife, and they fight all of the townspeople. The fight's quite generic. At first the townspeople are losing and getting beat up quite badly, and then Percy launches a counterattack. At one point, him and Jasky have a fight in midair, and as Percy masters his demonic powers, the fight is overturned. I do want to shout out this sequence though.
Wife, take her. I can't fight my own wife. We'll do it for you. Oh my goodness, Percy's wife is pretty strong. He married well.
And finally at the end, Jasky Mablaster is defeated, and the town is free of his curse.
The name of Chesky Mablaska will forever be known as the one that killed the great Percy.
The great Percy? He still admires Percy.
The boss! He came back.
He's got redeemed.
SpongeBob, I could never sell you to the chum bucket. Who would cook me grabby budgies without you, me boy?
Squidward? No. I'm out.
That's why you can fly and stuff.
That's a Beatles song!
Is that
Oh, it's the new Beatles song! Eleanor Rigby, Jasky Mablaster, lived in the church in Scarra.
I'm surprised it's being used as like a triumphant song of like him beating Jasky.
I'll tell you what's an insane fact. You know this new Beatles song I'm talking about?
Yes.
Because obviously, like, John Lennon died decades ago, they used backing vocals from the song Eleanor Rigby in this new song. That literally, we're literally hearing part of the new Beatles song.
Percy Evans is a sitchin boss boy.
No man.
Kill. And it brings it all the way back to Pharrell. It's literally, it all ties back to Pharrell. We talked about Pharrell in every reaction.
Yeah.
I'm alive again.
Terry's alive.
That's not a good thing.
Deus Ex Machina.
I'm joking.
What?
He just, again, when I'm alive again, you went, that's not a good thing.
That's a horrible thing to say.
That's so mean.
I might try and get a career as a secret agent. I mean, I met this guy called Stu Pitt the other day. I quite like him.
Nuclear prequel. That's I like.
So smart.
I like how you're trying to create an extended universe with that. So we've met the protagonist from Nuclear, Kamikaze.
I'm opening a sweet shop, because kids love sweets.
I don't trust this guy. Do not trust this man.
I do not.
Stay
Not
away
one
from
bit.
this man.
He sent 12 men to their deaths, but now he helps. He's like a twist good guy, supposedly. I still don't like this guy at all.
Yeah, no.
He very much sent Percy to his
You
death.
can't just forgive him just like that.
He has to do it again. He
It's
has,
so funny.
has to do the joke again.
It's so funny. Is that it?
There's credits.
Credit. I like how you did credits.
Any relations to real life people are entirely coincidental. 2017 now, apparently. Did it take me a year to make the film?
I feel like it did take you a while because I remember you were saying that by the end of the film you couldn't film outside because it didn't get dark fast enough.
I think I just lost passion, I lost motivation. The film wasn't what it should have been.
And anything to say? I can't believe the bat fell. Do you remember that? Would you say this has been a scary night? Has it been scary?
The film or the night?
It was quite scary when I smashed the glass like an hour and a half ago.
It was quite scary when the skeleton fell.
Yeah, it's quite scary when the bat fell. This has been the most poltergeisty episode. Do you not think it's weird that the episode about the horror film, filmed just after Halloween, is the one where the most odd stuff has happened?
I would say odd stuff happens every time we film a video.
Oh no! It's so cool.
Yeah, but when has there been an active poltergeist in the room while filming one of these?
No, that's true. That hasn't happened before. Do you have any thoughts on the film? It was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Would you say it was worse than Nuclear?
I don't know. It was easy to sit through the Nuclear, I'll say that.
It was shorter though.
So yeah, I think I'll leave all the analysing and stuff.
You meant to be recorded, no? Charles just started speaking in his like video voice. I was like, he meant to be recording.
Yo, it's crying for help.
It's like you during that film.
So yeah, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with life. I'm done with Halloween. I'm just done. So I think I'll just leave you to do the outro. You know, I think I'll leave you to talk about, you know, all the stuff, you know.
Okay,
I'm done.
I understand.
I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
So that's everything for today. I mean, Joel's done, so there's no further discussion to be had. So all I have left to say is a big screw you to Jasky. Yeah, hate that guy. Loser. Alright, so now it is time for my review of the film, starting off with the plot. And this was not the best. It definitely suffers from the scenes where he finds the gem not actually being made, because that was the whole point of him going to Scarrapt in the first place, so the plot definitely feels like it's missing something without them. Another problem is that the scene where the townsman tells him the story behind Jasky comes way too early in the film, because it takes away the mystery of the town and the people being so secretive way too early in the film. And also, this film forgets it's a horror film really early on, because after the first night in Scarrapt, it basically just turns into a stupid action film where he fights a ghost. If it wanted to be a horror film, it should have had more scenes at night with a creepy atmosphere, and it also shouldn't have ended with Percy winning, and it definitely shouldn't have ended with a dance party. The storyline's okay, but the mysteries and secrets are given up way too easily and quickly, so the plot gets a 4 out of 10 from me. The voice acting for a lot of the characters is pretty terrible most of the time, and Percy's my least favourite protagonist so far. I like that I tried to do a unique accent for the people of Scarrapt because they've been so isolated for so long. That's a cool concept, but I don't know why their accents are weird. It's cool that I tried to use AI to get a scarier voice for Jasky as well. That was incorporated fairly well, to be honest, but overall, the voice acting and the characters gets a 4 out of 10. The pacing is definitely not as bad as, say, Nuclear, for example. It's a much shorter film than Nuclear and Esnell's Formula. For the pacing, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. Editing is non-existent in this film, and the sound, to be fair, isn't just buckets of sound effects just being dumped onto the scene like it was in Nuclear. They were generally used okay. There's a couple of songs in there. There's Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. The one time the sound effects are bad are during the storm when Jasky attacks, but it's forgivable. It's a 4 out of 10. The humour is horrible. It's just memes from 2016 being spouted like MLG. It was a horror film. It shouldn't have had jokes in the first place. It's 2 out of 10, please. The settings were okay, dare I say even quite good. I mean, when it was outside in Scarrapt in low lighting, that was easily the coolest part. And from then on it was alright. And I definitely did some strange stuff with the camera, just moving it about in weird ways. There was the example me and Joel made fun of, and there was also one where it like spins around the house, meant to be from the perspective of Jasky as a ghost flying from the sky, so there was some interesting stuff. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So overall, Scarrapt gets a 27 out of 60. It didn't live up to the original vision I had for the film when I was 12, and even when I made it, it wasn't my favourite. But looking back after all these years, it's still easier to sit through than Nuclear. I would watch it again if I had to. So thanks for watching. Go subscribe to Joel's channel and let me know, what do you think of Scarrapt, the film and the place? Would you go there?
It's a swinging pumpkin. Sorry. I've heard of the Smashing Pumpkins, but this is too far. You're feeling very sleepy. You're a chicken. Today How does it happen every time? Today I'm joined by my co-star, a skeleton. This is my boy right here. I would like to take you, if I may, on a strange journey. Ow! Filming, have you?
Yeah, just some test shots and stuff.
Test shots?
Oh,
Do you know what recce are we? Doing some reconnaissance, are we?
It can be like, he's right behind me, isn't he?
He's very white though there, isn't he?
I discovered that in the video if you watch it. It's such a bright light. Today we'll be joined by my friend, a dog.
You looking forward to watching it, Joel?
Yeah. I mean, I hope there's some dogs in there.
I mean, your film Geo, it was what we watched last time, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching my film
I'm
this
liking
time,
these
Joel.
head scratches, you know?
Huey, you ever seen Rowan Morrison?
Huey, even the best superheroes can't find Rowan Morrison.
Huey, if you don't help me kill Translucent, I'm gonna put you in a wicker man and burn it.